Alright, just a quick little check-in video. It's been a few days since I last came on here and said anything. I just had my second interview with it was a good interview. But historically, I don't make it past the second round. So I really want this job. And I'm accepting whatever outcome happens. Because either way, I'm not defined by what happens with this job. The important thing is that I tried and that I keep trying, and it will be the right opportunity, and it will stick when it happens. I don't know when it happens, but it will happen one day. Wouldn't it be so great if we cut to the next clip and it's like, guys, I got the job? Wouldn't that be so great? It's okay. It'll be okay. I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job. One year ago today, I was laid off from my job. At first, I was sad. I let myself cry for the first 24 hours. I did nothing but cry. But after that, I did a complete 180, and I started looking at my unemployment as an opportunity to do something groundbreaking with my life, like every other college dropout or content creator before me. It was kind of fun and exciting to be unemployed. It was like I was on summer break again. I told everyone around me I was doing all these great things, that I was working on making my YouTube channel my full-time job, or that I was interviewing for even bigger and better companies and positions than the one I just had. But once my final severance check came in and interviews started drying up and jobs started ghosting me, I broke. I had nothing. I had no job, no money. I didn't really have friends here yet. All I could do was sit around and hope that someone would just pick me, finally. And in the meantime, I would put all of this physical and emotional labor into applying to jobs and not getting paid. Every day, I went without a job. I felt more worthless than the day before. But I was doing everything right. I was applying nonstop. I was going to therapy. I was working out, walking, taking time to rest, cooking, meditating, and on and on and on. But try as I might, I was still so fucking lost. Anyone I would meet that would tell me about their new apartment or their new job that they just loved so much would make me so angry inside and hate myself just a little more, because that was my dream. And I couldn't even do that. I just kept crying and crying and crying because I didn't know what else to do. I had applied to over 400 jobs at this point, for video editing, for assistant video editing, for receptionist, for administrative assistant, for a cashier at McDonald's. And I was not hearing back from anybody. I started to hate my career. I started to feel like there was nothing there for me anymore because no one wanted me. And so I did something that I never thought I would do. I stopped. If the world didn't want me as a video editor, then I wouldn't be one. I told myself it was time to be practical, to get a real job. No more late nights chasing gigs and content creation. Instead, I'd go after something safe, something stable, a career that had been around longer than 20 years. So I went back to school. I'd finally finished my bachelor's degree, but not in film. Instead, this time, in business management. I picked up a part-time waitressing job to help pay the bills. It felt good to clock in and out, to have coworkers to laugh with while prepping or in between customers. I've always done better surrounded by people. Life kept moving. And for the first time in a long time, It even felt a little brighter. But the truth is, I still felt stuck. I didn't know if I was really moving forward or just running away, because deep down there was still this part of me that loved to create, that loved being around other creative people. And I couldn't stop asking myself, what if? What if I could still work in content creation? What if I tried again? But the thought of rejection terrified me. Then one day, while I was clearing out trays at work, I got a text. My dream job was hiring. I was terrified. What if it was another dead end, or worse? What if I got the job and I hated it? I didn't want to make that mistake again. I couldn't. But my loved ones reminded me, even if I got the job, I didn't have to take it. The final choice would always be mine. So I applied, and I got all the way to the second interview. I just had my second interview with Mythical. I really want this job. But waiting is the worst part. Between shifts and classes, I kept checking my email, reading way too far into the silence. Every day felt like holding my breath, not knowing if I'd get to exhale. So many jobs before this had ghosted me after the second interview that even when I finally got to the third one, I still couldn't believe it. Something changed on my way home from that final interview, though. I remember pulling up to this red light, and as the sun hit my face, I suddenly breathed. Like the deepest, truest breath I'd taken in years. And in that moment, I knew, no matter the outcome, I was going to be okay. Because no matter what, I knew my worth. I did get the job, by the way. My dream job. And I'm so grateful and so happy, and every day I wake up feeling more blessed than I possibly could have known. It feels so good to have work again, to feel useful again, to do something that I genuinely love so much with such amazing people around me. But I have to be honest with myself. My worth wasn't waiting in this offer letter. I was worthy when I was unemployed. I was worthy when I was lost. I was worthy when I was wiping down trays and tables. I'm worthy as I prepare for my next semester of college, because even though I have nothing to prove to anyone, I still want to do it for myself. This job doesn't give me value. It just gives me the means to live the life that I want. My value was always here, with me, then, now, and forever. So, if you find yourself stuck in a pit or in the middle of a detour you never asked for, I'm going to tell you something a very good friend once told me. Breathe. Because one day, you'll look back at this very moment and be in complete and utter awe of how far you've grown. Love you the most.
All right, I'll be in touch. All right, bye. Oh my god! I just got my dream job with my dream company. Oh my god.